Okay, so what's up guys? We're going to be talking about Season 5 changes within Fortnite Battle Royale. Obviously, it's releasing next week. We're going to see a bunch of different stuff within the actual game and a bunch of direct changes to the map. And we're getting more and more evidence towards this huge sort of desert change, this desert theme somewhere on the map. And I'll probably make another video of how that could impact the map and what could they change, because we're still not so sure what exactly they're going to do. But they're definitely teasing a bunch of stuff, and it matches up with different leaks that we've been seeing. So I'm going to go through a bunch of different stuff within this video, at least pertaining to a possible desert location being added to this game. So that being said, if you can leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. Subscribe for more Fortnite videos. I'm not saying they're going to be spoilers. Like, we're going to go through some leaks, so if you don't want to see that, obviously click off the video. But generally, it's nothing too damaging. It's about locations. It's about, the desert map. We're going to be looking at a bunch of different images of models of what we're going to be seeing, different items that are going to be, in this desert location as well. So that's what we're going to be looking at within this video. So that being said, let's get started. So obviously, I want to start off here with what happened today. The Burger being found in some Californian desert. I think there's some random guy doing a photo shoot just found it, which was really weird. And he was just tweeting out, why is there a random burger in the middle of the desert? And obviously people quickly figured out that it's the Burger, and it's was teleported from the different teleporters and breaks in the sky that we've been seeing. All these different things, like the Tomato Town head's gone, and all these different items and signs have been, I guess, being sucked into this different universe, being teleported into the real life, into the world right now. Maybe we're gonna see a bunch of other stuff like the Tomato Town head somewhere else, but I think the point of this is less about the Burger and more about the location. Obviously Season 5, we're not so sure what the exact theme is, and there is going to be some sort of, understanding and conclusion as to why there are these, different rifts or breaks in the sky. That's obviously going to mean something. It's not just there for no reason, and, maybe there'll be some sort of alternate universe to Fortnite. That's just, you can go so deep into that theory, but there's going to be some meaning to that. But I think with this teaser here, it's more of the desert side of things, because there was a leak a couple of days ago, I don't know if it was yesterday or 2 days ago, going through a bunch of different locations and changes, and I'll probably make a video talking about that. But specifically with the desert theme, that's been tossed around for a while now. People have been talking about this desert map, this desert location being added to the game, whether it would replace these different little areas. But right now, it seems as if a desert location is actually fairly possible, and this teaser here with Epic Games having this Burger in the desert is just a bit more of a push for us to believe that this desert location or desert town is actually going to be added to the game next week for Season 5. So let's go through here the different locations, well, not the locations, but the desert models specifically. There is a leak, I'll leave a link down in the description below to where this is all discussed. So again, it says that the motel will disappear and become the Wild West location, and the motel will become a saloon. By the saloon, there'll be a jail, and there's a small room and different things, and we're gonna go through some of the models that were leaked supposedly to be a part of this, and the leaks itself are pretty legitimate. They're from the different files, the different element files for the models within the game. So the models are in the game. They obviously use those models for a reason, and we'll look it up on screen. I'll show you guys the images. These images obviously relate to a desert theme, to a Wild West theme, I guess in this case, and some of them don't as much as others, but obviously they would be using these assets for that specific location. So I'm gonna go through some of them here up on screen. The first one here is some sort of carriage that obviously a horse would pull, and that's just gonna be something randomly on the side, scattered around the map, around the location, around the little town. So that's obviously some sort of Wild West themed thing there. Next one here is like this old skeleton. Like, these are all classic things that you would see in any sort of desert location, desert game for that matter, a Wild West area. So that's something there as well. Next one here is one of those old fence posts with like the little skulls. I guess that's a cow or a bull or something, whatever. But that's that as well. All fitting with the theme here. And this reminds me, I don't know if you guys are zombies guys, but you know, something from Buried from Black Ops 2 Zombies, like that, you know, all the saloon, and you have the poker tables and all this old style, you know, the different cups there, those like wooden cups, like all that stuff really reminds me of that sort of setting. Next one here is the little, you know, I guess campfire with the pot over it, and the little, what's it called, canteen or something. So some cool stuff there, all fitting with the setting. Here's just I guess an old style bicycle. That's a bit weird looking, I'm not gonna lie, but I guess it's, you know, with the theme, with sort of the older Wild West location that they want to have, and they want to add all different stuff there. I feel like it's a bit of a drastic change too, because I know sometimes they like to have their different locations, and you have, you know, Tilted Towers, and you have, you know, Lonely Lodge, and you know, they're different obviously, but they're all pretty much in the same time era. You know, I think if you look at Fortnite all around, everything is pretty much in some sort of modern time. But this is going to be one location that it's actually all the different stuff, all the different assets, the different look and feel of it. It's going to be really like you're back in time. So all these different things definitely will make a cool addition to the game. And this one here is just a rack of clothes. I mean, I guess it'll be in some sort of store or whatever, old style clothes. These are models, and they're not going to show really the true colors. And I'd imagine that all of these models, and that was the last one there, but all of these things that I just showed you guys, they're gonna look a bit more real and gritty and just to that era. You know, obviously these are all like pink and just weird looking because they're just in-game model leaked files, you know, not actually what we're gonna be seeing. So if you can get that idea and feel of what we're gonna be seeing in the game, that's pretty much what you should expect. Now with this desert location, you know, there were a bunch of different discussions and different ideas of what they're exactly going to do, how they're going to implement it into the game. I know there is a theory, you know, obviously none of this is confirmed. This was just some fan-made thing. I'll put it up on screen because it seemed pretty cool. A whole desert map, and I don't know, it just looked cool. But my point of showing this to you guys is to really decide on whether or not Fortnite is pushing towards a whole new map for some random reason, for some new thing. It ties in. The only reason why it wouldn't make some sort of sense is because of the different rift locations in the map that are breaking the Fortnite universe. All these different things are being teleported, being sucked out of the game. There has to be some explanation for that. I know the desert location, it makes sense. You know, you replace the motel, or even if it's not the motel being replaced, you add some sort of desert area to, you know, Moisty Mire or something. I think it would make more sense to just get rid of Moisty Mire, or at least a section of it. Put the desert area, put the different saloons and the jail and the store, whatever, the shop. You know, that's all easy, but there has to be, that's just a little addition for some random reason. Like, there's no explanation behind that. It's just sort of there. But really, with season 5, the teasers right now are not necessarily, at least the teasers within the game, are not necessarily, you know, pointing towards a desert map, and there's no real purpose for it being added just to change things up. You know what I mean? All of this stuff here, it's cool, it's leaked, it's within the game, it's probably going to happen, but it just doesn't seem like there's any purpose to it. The purpose right now, and something that is very intriguing, is obviously why there are breaks in the sky, why these things are being sucked and teleported, and why this is happening. Why, you know, this goes back to the evil layer. Why did this, you know, evil villain do this stuff, launch the rocket, and then create this break in the sky? We must have some crazy element that he's using. What does this have to do with any of these locations being added? I'm gonna go through the leaks. Obviously this would be a really long video if I just went through, you know, all the different leaks, and they, you know, obviously it talks about, just to name a few here, this is the end of the video, but just name a few. The large soccer field will become the pyramids of Giza, something like that, and there'll be Pirates Point replacing Moisty Mire, and then Lucky Landing will be replaced with some sort of castle. And there's different things here that I don't completely believe as I'm reading them right now, but it's all possible. It's all stuff that maybe will tie into the different rifts in the universe, for the Fortnite universe. Maybe they're all being sucked from a different Fortnite universe and they're all being put into like all these different locations. They're gonna, you know, come out of this rift in the sky, and it's like hinting at a whole different universe, a whole different Fortnite map that they'll eventually release later on. It's whatever. Pretty much what I'm saying is the desert map and the Wild West location is just a very small part to what really might happen with season 5. So season 5, I don't think it's fair to say that it's going to be the Wild West theme or this, you know, the desert theme. I don't think, I feel like people are going to start thinking that, and I just don't think that's the case, or at least right now. Because there is the potential that it could be a lot more than that with all these different locations. And however they want to explain that in their Fortnite sort of storyline, you know, story arc, that'll be fine, whatever they do. But I just think right now that the desert map will be a part of it, and the Wild West location will be, you know, some part of what is going on, some part of the bigger picture of why these different rifts are here in the game. So, you know, we'll see what happens. That being said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, let me know what you guys think about a desert location being added to the game. The Wild West location should be pretty cool. You know, even if this is the main theme, a Wild West theme would be pretty sick. You have different cowboys and all these different cool, you know, sort of costume, old style clothing and stuff like that. I don't know. It would definitely be a pretty cool theme, but if that's the whole theme, I don't know how that's gonna work out, but we'll see. So that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.